5 must-do exercises if you get less than 5,000 steps a day.
3 things to stop doing workout edition.
If I was 270 pounds and had to lose the 100 pounds all over again, this is what I'd do.
I'm feeling more anxious just looking at this. Wow. Yeah, it's too much. If you are on social media, you've probably seen workout and healthy eating videos like these in your feed, offering countless tips, encouraging you to do a certain exercise, watch what you eat, and how to maintain healthy habits.
Well, new research published in the journal Health Communication suggests those fitness posts on social media may be doing more harm than good. They can lead to unrealistic comparisons, poor body image, and negative emotions that may push people either toward unhealthy dieting or exercise habits, or I was telling you in my case, you just sort of feel like you can't get off dead center. You don't want to do anything.
Yeah, it's overwhelming. And joining us to talk about the upside and the downside of Fitspiration are licensed therapist Dr. Jada Jackson and certified personal trainer Angela Horner. This is so important. Thank you for being here. I mean, can we just start with the impact of these so-called motivational posts? Are they motivational? Are they helping people? I know there's two sides of this.
Absolutely, it's both, to be honest. So, of course, they help you if you're healthy and you understand your own personal boundaries. And they're not healthy if it causes you to have extra anxiety, it causes you to feel less about yourself, you become insecure. That's unhealthy. So the real problem here is the comparison, because that's how the brain learns, through comparison. And so what happens is, when it comes to social media, the brain just takes that information and turns it into a negative through making us think that this is reality.
And can you just mention quickly, before we came on, you said something, how many images are we seeing?
We are taking in about 80,000 pieces of information in general, with technology and all of the information that comes in every single day. So it's about 80,000 pieces of information that the brain has to sift through. And you could imagine the loop that we get stuck in. What I tell my clients is that question yourself about what's fact and what's fallacy, what's true and what's false.
Okay, so Angela, you're training people, obviously. Let's talk about how you motivate someone so they can avoid the social media stressors. I'm guessing you've seen that sort of filter in through your line of work.
All the time. I mean, for the last 2.5 decades that I've done this for a living, that comparison really sets people up for not the best jump off point. So really what you want to do is build confidence in your clients. And so what we do at Cooper, and what I do personally, is I will begin by listening to them. What are your goals? What is it that you want out of this experience? And then assess them. See what level of fitness they are now and what personal health issues they may have, and then start them on a program where they feel comfortable. That is number one. As they move through that program that they're comfortable with and that are meeting their goals and addressing their current level of fitness, they gain confidence. And when they gain confidence, then the buy-in happens. They become intrinsically motivated. So it's so personal to each individual, and comparison, again, just like you said, will set you up for, because you're an individual, so we need to address your individual needs.
I want to follow up on that because, you were just talking about the difference between fact and what is not fact. Yeah. You are an expert in this space. You've been doing this for such a long time. And I saw you shaking your head when we were watching some of those videos of people who do not have the experience you have, who have not trained the way that you are. Right. Is it dangerous for people to take this kind of advice from someone who's not trained? It can be dangerous, because even if somebody has not worked out for a while, let's say they've taken several years off, and then they try to pick up where they left off, or they watch some of these videos which are far and above their current fitness level. I see it all the time. People will get hurt in their initial trying to get back into fitness or trying to start a new fitness program, and then they begin to believe that they can't do it because of their experience. So yes, it can be very harmful.
So when people are watching right now and they're thinking, how do I identify these negative effects? Is this hurting me and I don't realize it? What would you tell people?
I would tell them that from a psychological perspective, you're going to always want to assess where you are. If you have high anxiety, if your nervous system is out of whack, if you're comparing, and remember, the brain we learn through comparison. And so we know up because we know down, we know left because we know right. So we're always looking for that comparison. If you find yourself getting anxious, your nervous system is out of whack, the question is, how do you get back to baseline? And then there are psychological and emotional and even spiritual tools to get you back to baseline.
All right, so what if we can't afford a personal trainer?
Yes. Well, of course, I'm going to say that you can hire a trainer for one session or two sessions. You don't have to hire them for 3 times a week for the rest of your life. So I do want to make that clear. But if you can't hire a personal trainer, then you can go by American College of Sports Medicine guidelines, which really lay it out in a very user-friendly way. We want to try to get cardio about 5 days a week, again, at your current fitness level. We want to do resistance training for the whole body, addressing all of the major muscle groups, and then some mobility work like stretching or yoga. Those are general guidelines. And then a trainer would come in just to kind of say, okay, this is how you put together this resistance training program.
And our final question for you, Dr. Jada, what advice do you give to parents, athletes, just anyone who wants to be fit, who wants this information as they're just scrolling through all this content, because there's so much of it?
Yeah, well, I have an acronym, and it's AIM, and it's authenticity over appearance, and you want to make sure that we're not comparing ourselves to someone else's highlight reel.
Yeah.
That's for starters. And then invest in health. And not the hype, because we want to make sure we're focusing on what is actually healthy. Sleep. Are we repairing healthy and eating healthy and all the things? And then finally, make progress, not perfection. A lot of us are perfectionists, and I can raise my hand on
Probably everyone
that.
sitting here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and just making sure that we're checking in with oneself. And and then we'll be okay. Delete Instagram if you need to.
Listen, I second that. I second it. Listen, okay, wisdom right there.
We're going to aim. Okay, thank you for that. Ladies, thank you this morning. We appreciate it. Great insight. Very helpful.